several meetings in order to get inspirations on this special project, GOWD, and decide on topics. By searching many relevant materials on the internet and viewing some excellent videos published by our seniors, we found that the old people now are still facing many problems in their life, and they are in need of our help to lead a better life. Therefore, we decided to make a video reflecting the true issues of the old in their lives and call more people, especially the NUS students, to take part in the campaign to help the old. We focus our attention on three main aspects: the technologies, the recreations, and the discriminations. After we decide our topics, we then shoot in different places in Singapore. Sean did a lot in our shooting process. Now let us welcome him to give a brief introduction on our shooting process.
Okay, thank you, Jiangxi. I will mainly talk about the process of taking a video. We take the video in the Pasir Panjang Hill Brethren Church, and our three interviewees are all from there. The reason why we choose the people from the church is that we could get a more general idea on this issue. And when we go to the church and tell them we were going to do the interview, and most of them were willing to help us. And during the interview session, they talk about their opinions on growing old with dignity. And many of them were not satisfied with some behaviors of the younger, but some of them said that the younger did a good job. However, as a whole, all of them hope that the younger could be more warm-hearted. And that's all of my part. Let's welcome Zhenya to give her speech.
Okay, thanks so much. In this project, I'm taking part of producing the video. And basically, we have been using Adobe Premiere and Group2 Video Studio to produce our video. And the two software, Adobe Premiere is famous for its expertise in creating professional videos, and Group2 Video Studio is well accepted for its useful and simple templates. And so most of the time in our project, we have been using Adobe Premiere to produce our video, but the subtitles were added by using Group2 Video Studio. And another thing we need to take into consideration is the audio. Our group decided to prepare another copy of voice record, for there are two benefits of doing this. The first is the voice and sound taken by an extra recorder is much clearer than the one taken by the camera. So it is actually provide a high quality audio. And also, in case that there might be some file damage, which means we may fail to play some audio track of the video, we can use this copy of voice record as a remediation. Also, as for the background music, our group chose the classical music instead of pop music. And the reason of doing this is we thought that classical, the pictures already told the story, and the background music is just some enhancement. So there's no need for background music to have lyrics, since we don't want it to be upstage. So that is why we didn't choose a song, but some classical music as our background music. So that's all about the procedure of producing. Now let's have Ying-Shi to conclude.
Thanks, Zhenya. Well, to conclude, as we can easily observe from our group's video and also from our own experience, there are more and more people getting old, and these people also include our parents and our grandparents. But they are still faced with many difficulties, like unfamiliarity with the new technologies, and the lack of communication with their families on frequent basis, and the age discrimination. So, as young and energetic NUS students, what can we do to help? Indeed, we can make a big change and largely improve the living quality of the elderly. And to achieve this, we just need to start with little things and start now. For instance, we can teach the elderly about the new technology, like how to copy or save messages on our mobile phones, and we can also play their favorite games with them, rather than play computer games all the time. And we can also give them a helping hand and a comforting smile when they are having trouble catching up with us. By doing these little things, and more importantly, by doing these things together, we will make a difference. and our older generations can grow up with happiness and dignity. So that's our group's presentation. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to ask questions.
Okay. First, I think you have made a very good video, and I have a question that you have just mentioned that you have seen some of the seniors videos, and I want to ask you, what do you learn from this? What can you learn from the seniors videos to make your own video?
Thank you, Shelter. I think your question is quite good. As I have said, we have held several meetings, and of my group members, we have searched some materials and viewed our seniors' videos on the internet. And what we learned from our seniors is that we should conclude many things in a video. First, we need to care about our structure. We have to include the interviews and some statistics and even some parts to call more people to take part in our actions to work together. And I think that is the main purpose of this project. Thank you. Ken.
Well, thanks for your presentation and for your video. I got a question for Mr. Tan. Since you have mentioned that you have the three, or I forgot how many, the interview was conducted in the church. Right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering, I thought that people with the same belief maybe provide you with the same answer. So why you choose church?
First, thank you for your question. It's mainly because the people in the church are all from different classes of the society, and they have different values and different point of view. So if we combine their opinions, we can get a more general ideas.
I have a question, and please feel free to answer. I have seen that you interviewed the auntie in the Blue Tea Cafe in our hostel. And I think because of the GOWD, this auntie has been interviewed for at least 4 or 5 times. So do you think she is comfortable when she is interviewed about such a topic?
Thanks for your question. As you mentioned that she had been interviewed many times, but she also have her own opinion, and it doesn't matter how many times she has been interviewed. And also before we interviewed her, and we first talked with her, and we bought something.
Thanks.
I want to ask a question for Joanna. First, your video is very good, but I have a question about at the beginning of your video, you have took some pictures about the bus station and people get on and out of the bus, and some people are playing with the swords. And what is this video used for?
As a beginning in the video, we thought that we want to provide a general situation reflecting the elder in Singapore. So these 3 parts is mainly reflect that the elderly in Singapore are doing this kind of activities. For example, you mentioned that some old man is sitting in a bus station, and this part reflects that Singapore's elderly is using public transportation, not driving cars. So there's a part of their lifestyle, and that is what we want to reflect, is the Singaporeans elderly situation. So maybe it does not have very close relationship with our topic of the and with the issue that we want to reflect, but it's a general reflection of Singaporeans elderly.